What up guys, welcome to another video. That Geeky guy here. Here I have a quick Katsu gameplay video. So I'm going against Bravo here. So I've selected to go first. I added in 3 Sing Belows into my main deck. From my sidebar, I'm going to reduce one of the double strikes, one of the raises, and then let's hit ready so we can start the game. So let's see our hand over here. That's good. We have a Sing Below in hand. So that's what we want. So I'm gonna go with a Kodachi double strike, I believe. We're gonna go as wide as possible against Bravo. So we're gonna get some of those points of damage in. That's fine. Just gonna poke him bit by bit. So let's see if he's gonna block this. If he's going to block this, it's good. If he does not, it's fine. Really doesn't matter. We're gonna get some points of damage in, so it's on 39. So that's the game plan. We're gonna keep the tempo to our side, arsenal some defense reaction for those bigger turns from Bravo, for those big dominated attacks, and then we just come in with our own combo and stuff. That's pretty much it. So let's see, passed, that's fine. It's going for a Sing Below, that's interesting. So he actually used one of these Sing Belows, so that's good for us. Nope, no thanks. No Katsu's ability, that's fine. Okay, now we're we're in a good spot because we have a Sing Below in our arsenal. So let's see what he does. So it's a Spinal Crush for 9. So I could actually chuck away a Dishonor and then block with a Sing Below and going with a Surging Whelming. So let's do that and then keep our armors intact. So that's fine. So let's go for a, let's see. So let's go for a Kodachi surging into Whelming. So let's go for that. So let's see if he blocks this. If he blocks this, it's really good for us. But if he doesn't, we still get 5 points of damage in. So that's fine. Let's see if he chooses to block this. He might have a read on my hand. Yeah, so he chose not to actually block this. That's fine. So let's see if we can choose to use Katsu's ability here. We can go and look for a Descendant Gust Wave. And then Descendant Gust Wave is going to come for 5. I'm going to say no. Go for a Whelming instead. So let's see if how he's gonna block this. So he's blocking this for 4. Really interesting. So in theory, I could just use Breaking Skills if he has a defense reaction. Either he gives me 2 cards here. Either he allows me to draw into 2 cards, or he could use a defense reaction. Either way, that's fine. No. So we got a Winds of Eternity, and then what I'm going to do here is basically this. So that's fine for 1 extra point of damage, but the really important thing is that we have a defense reaction in our arsenal. So that's really important. Okay, let's see. So it's a dominated attack. It's fine. Really doesn't matter. So it's coming for 11. We could block for 8 here. So with our Breeze Rider boots. So let's see. So we can do this. We can do this. Then we pass. And we go for a Sing Below. Then we put 1 to the bottom. And we got a blue. So that's excellent. Alright. So we have a Tunic. Really depends how we want to play this. So let's go for a Be Like Water first. Let's see if he blocks this. If it doesn't, of course, the logical thing to do here is to choose it as a Surging Strike. I'm using the Tunic resource, discarding Rising Knee, go into looking for bonds, and then go into the Descending Gust Wave. So obviously it's gonna block it. So that's fine actually. So what we're gonna do now is go into Kodachi Descendant. Okay, right? So it's blocking it with a card from his hand, so that's fine. So let's pass and turn. He has 2 cards in hand, and we get our defense reaction over here. So obviously I'm gonna just take the 4 here. So either if I take the 4, or I could block it with a single card from my hand. I could block it with a lot of wind, but I would rather just take it and then go for a Kodachi play, which I think is fine. Yeah, no reactions here. Okay, let's end the turn. Let's do this. Let's pass. Go for another one. So it's gonna pass. We're gonna go for this to the bottom of the deck. We're gonna choose Buff Power. It's coming for 7. So if he doesn't block this, it's gonna take a bunch of damage. So most likely it's gonna block some of it. I'm gonna get a Mass Draw, but that doesn't really matter because we don't really have go again. And then I'm gonna Arsenal the Flick Flack. So let's see what do we draw into. Nope. So we're gonna pass, and then yeah, I'm gonna add this into Arsenal, so that's good. That's a pretty weird hand to have. So it is another Anatos for 6. I'm thinking whether to actually block this or just take the 6. Yeah, it's a pummel, but it doesn't really. So it's coming for 10. I'm gonna be down to 21, but I would rather actually keep my Flick Flag. It's fine. Yeah, so he used one of his red pummels for. Let's see. He used one of his red pummels for. He's gonna pass. I could go into Descendant Gust Wave. Let's see what we have in our discard. Descendant Gust Wave. Yep, so let's do the Descendant Gust Wave play. So it's gonna block this one. It's pretty easy to block. So he still has, so the thing is he still has all these armor points. So that's gonna be a pretty annoying thing to. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty annoying thing to deal with. It's going for a scene below, that's fine. Alright, let's see. So it's not blocking this, so that's pretty good. What we're gonna do is look for bonds. So we're gonna go for bonds into Dishonor, I guess. Yeah, we don't really have any. I mean, Yeah, we don't really have anything else that's interesting. Of course, we don't get the effect because we didn't really play Surging, but that's fine. So it's gonna be Bonds into Dishonor. Nope. So it's interesting, he still didn't use any of his equipment to block. Yep, now he does. Alright, that's honestly fine. Now we have 3. Okay, so we do have a decent hand. The thing is, we don't have enough resources based on what you see here. So I'm gonna be forced to think about this. Let's see if he forces me to use a defense reaction. So this is coming for 7. It's an obvious choice to actually use Flick Flag here so that the next attack is gonna pitch for an Anatos. Let's do that. Gonna use a defense reaction. So Choke Slam is coming for 8, obviously. So let's see how we wanna block this. Choke Slam is 8. I could block with Bonds. Yeah, let's block with Bonds. So let's go for a late tap. Let's go for a late tap so it doesn't block. No. Yes. Let's discard it and look for Rising Knee, going for 5. It's gonna block for 3. It's gonna take a bunch of damage. Alright, so it really depends on what he's coming in with next. So it's a Spinal for 9. So I could, so it doesn't have any resources left, so that's fine. He's basically on 6, so that's not that bad actually. So it's a pretty obvious choice. So let's see if I'm doing this correctly. So let's react with that. Yes, let's give it a name. Let's give it Surging Strike. Yeah, not really. Katsu's ability, let's choose this card. Let's look for a Whelming. So Whelming is coming for 4. It's blocking for 4. That's fine. Yeah, that's not too bad. So it's coming for a CNC. So do I mind this CNC, taking the whole CNC into my face? Yeah, that's fine. Let's take it. So it doesn't have any resources left, can't really do much. So what I'm gonna do now is go into 100 wins. Obviously it's gonna block the 100 wins. Could go for a lunging press, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna go into a surging. So he's gonna block for 3, I think. So what we're gonna do is no. Yes, Katsu trigger. Let's do this. Let's look for something. So it's either could go for 100 wins here because we do obviously have a bunch of 100 wins in our deck. So let's do that. Yeah, but in hindsight, a blue whelming might be a better choice, but oh well. So it's gonna obviously block this with a card, and then we're gonna go into Kodachi. Okay, let's pass. It's Kodachi. Yeah, he's obviously gonna take that, that's fine. Yep. So it's gonna Anatoth for 4. Obviously you can block. You're gonna block here. You can either block or just ignore. Try ignoring it. Gonna go down to 2. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let him take that. So it's gonna block with 1 card here. Let's react here. Yeah, so we won. That's pretty much it. So against Bravo, usually what you want to do is always Arsenal a defense reaction whenever you get the chance. And do not use it on attacks without any hit effect. You want to wait for Crippling Crush and such, Spinal Crush and so on. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching and see you guys in the next one. Bye.